Zach, let's get back to the hotel.
First Anna, then Becky, now Diane. I'm not looking forward to writing this investigation report.
Agent Morgan. York. Do you have a moment?
What is it, George?
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Do you have any time later?
Can't we just do it here?
If possible, I'd like to go to a bar. Of course, we don't really have to.
A bar? Now that sounds like a good idea.
Zach, what do you think? We can go drinking with George, or turn him down and head back to the hotel.
Yeah, let's go for that drink. Why not? Episode
George,
2,
that
Part 2,
scar on your
13.
cheek.
Past.
Where did you get it?
This? Didn't I tell you? Well, it's not from work. I got it when I was a kid.
A childhood injury. Tree climbing? I used to get a few scrapes myself climbing the big tree in our backyard. I used to climb it a lot. And fall out of it a lot.
This wasn't anything like that, though. It was my mother. She did it.
I'm sorry, George.
Don't worry.
Jesus.
It's ancient history. The world is flooded with unreasonable violence. The strong overpower the weak, adults over children, men over women, and criminals over their victims. I have no memories of my father. He left before I knew him. My mother would hit me every time I asked why. And it didn't stop there. If I ate too slow, left my shoes scattered around, TV volume too loud, she found reasons to hit me. Hit me bad. The worst was what she called the tree punishment. She'd whip my back with these thin tree branches like a whip.
Please, Mama. I won't do it again. That hurts, Mama. Oh, I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
Tree punishment was definitely the worst, I tell you. Just hearing those words used to make me shiver and want to pass out. And that's why I didn't want to show you those scars on my back. Every time after the tree punishment, she'd always say the same thing. This is hurting the tree more than it is hurting you. And me, being a naive, dumb kid, I believed her. I went to the woods to apologize to the trees. I kept asking myself, why is she hurting me this way? I thought long and hard about it. In the end, I've just figured I'm weaker than her. That's why. It's the law of Mother Nature at work. The strong eat the weak.
But now, you have the power to protect the weak.
That's right. Perhaps I should thank my mother for guiding me into this line of work. York. I've been an arrogant fool, haven't I? And if it weren't for me, both Becky and Diane would still be alive. I could have saved them both. You know, it's almost like they died because of me.
You're out of your mind.
I invited you to this bar for a drink. But I guess this bar is my confession chamber, and I wanted you to listen.
Well, neither of us are a
And to tell
preacher,
you,
but,
well, you must already hate me for causing all these problems, not following your orders. York, I'm sorry. I'll follow your orders from now on. You'll have my total cooperation.
George, you've been as cooperative as you can be. You even invited an FBI guy to a bar for drinks. You've done a good job protecting this town. And the folks here respect you for that. Nobody can blame you for anything.
Thanks. I do feel a little better.
Hey everyone, Draco Magnius here for another episode of Let's Play Deadly Premonition. In the last episode, Diane died. In this episode, I guess we're gonna file our report, maybe do some side quests while it's evening time. In the last episode, I said maybe George... Well, not maybe, he was a suspect. But he's so down about their deaths. He's either not the killer, or he's a really good liar, or he's feeling guilty about the murders he's done. Anyway, let's get moving. Might as well talk to Carol while we're here.
Hey, Carol. Becky is dead. Diane, too. We've got Nick in custody as a suspect.
Nick didn't do it.
I know. Carol, you took a locket from Diane, didn't you? A locket with this mark on it.
Ah yes, blank paper. She can totally see through onto the other side that you're holding.
I'm busy, gotta go.
That doesn't... Damn it, Carol! You didn't answer the question. Are we gonna have to confront her later about the locket? I guess so. The pianist looks just as much a ghoul as Brian does. Sorry I had to say that. And I didn't want to interrupt her when she was singing. It would have been rude. Why did we pan to the curtains? Hello again, Carol. My brother is at the sheriff's department, isn't he? Poor guy. Having to watch over Nick, who didn't even do anything. Bitch, tell me about the locket! Pendant. It was a pendant. Well, George... Yeah, I guess I'm going to say goodbye. I got a report to file. You hang on there, okay, buddy?
Sorry to keep you waiting, boys.
Wait, what? We were waiting for Emily?
Sack. Emily is already a goddess of the forest.
Please don't say that. Don't want to jinx anything.
Let's forget work for a bit and drink a little, shall we?
Sure.
Why is she here?
I just thought the more the merrier. You know, to relax and get loose. Is this a problem?
No, of course not. Pardon me, Emily, but I'm pooped. I think I'll just call it a night.
George, I just got here and you're walking out on me? I was hoping the three of us could have a drink and let out a little steam.
I'm afraid I've already had enough. And I already had a good man-to-man with York. So I'll see you guys.
I get that he kind of poured his heart out to York and, you know, doesn't want to be a third wheel. I get that. I can respect that.
I think George likes you, but he's avoiding you all at the same time.
How astute.
There's a reason?
Nothing worth going into. It's a thing of the past. Okay. He did ask me out when I first came to town. I was still in high school. But I never really considered him my type. And there's the age gap thing, too. I respect him, of course. Or I wouldn't have taken this job otherwise.
So, did you move to this town alone?
Of course not. I came with my parents.
Tell me about them then.
Sure, why not? My dad dealt in stocks in New York. He was hardly at home when I was a kid, always working. Those pieces of paper were far more important to him than I was. Which is no different now, really. I don't see much of him. My mother? Totally different story. A wonderful person that I still respect. She was always kind and understanding. Not only that, but she would always help me find my way. She could be fierce, too, scolding me if I took a wrong step. We had our battles, sure, but all in all, she was a wonderful mother.
Past tense?
Yeah, she's gone now. Cancer, just before I graduated high school. She gave this to me just before she died. I take it with me wherever I go. It's what I treasure most.
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
I had a good time tonight. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
York.
Jesus, Emily, didn't
Yes.
you bring an umbrella? Or a rain poncho?
Please, don't lie to us, okay?
I
Where's
won't.
this coming from?
Don't worry. I won't.
You have a good night, Emily. I would like to see what our options are on the field right now. Are there any side quests that I could be doing right now? Nick has a side quest. I'm curious enough to go that way. Well, it looks like the Ingrams are all home. Probably either getting to sleep or sleeping, as it were. This is probably just after we've cleared everything up with Diane, I'm guessing. Emily's already at her house, and she's got a quest. Huh. I should probably do the Emily quest, too. Let me take a quick gander at what we've got at our hands right now. Well, this is the last time I could do her quest, so I'm gonna have to, like, hop in and out of this chapter if I want to go all the way through it. Or go back a few chapters to get the rest of this done, I suppose. Where is Nick? Here he is. Nick has 1, 2, 3 different side quests. And I guess Kaysen's at Sweary, along with Sally Graham. And Quint and Richard are there, obviously. And of course Willie would be there with Forrest. Wait, where's George's? Oh, he's at his house. I suppose this would have been an optimal time to do his side quest, huh? Well, Brian doesn't have a quest, unsurprisingly. And what about Jim is in his cabin. But apparently there's a side quest right here? That's strange, not connected to any person. Huh. Well, I'll have to see what our options are currently available to us. And I don't know when the sheriff's office closes or if it's already closed. But that would be the closest area, wouldn't it? I suppose so. Where's Emily's house again? It's over... which way? Oh wait, it's raining! I can pick up that card! It's in the well! Oh my god, that's right! Right, she's near Wesley's house. And I could... Wait, I turned in a Wesley quest already, didn't I? I did, yeah. Okay. So I guess I'll stop by the sheriff's office first, see if I can talk with Nick. After that, I'll go back around and I'll speak with Emily. But before I do that, obviously I'm going to have to pick up that card as soon as possible. Yeah, okay, this is all coming together now. Where's a... Oh, shit. Just had to be the basic bitch cop car, huh? Oh, hold on. There we go, that's better. Okay, which way would be the closest one? I can grab the card literally whenever, as long as it's raining when I do it. So that can be like one of the last things I go for. Meanwhile, this is the closest one, so I think I know what I'm going to do now. Whoops, I went a little too far there. And I don't have much time to do it. I only have like 2 hours before we hit midnight.
So, where shall we go next?
Well, Whoop. I was thinking maybe see if the sheriff's office is open first. So we could speak with Nick a little bit, you know? Seemed like a smart idea. I guess I'm on the wrong side of the sheriff's office. I really do hate... Wait, it says closed, doesn't it? Yeah, it's closed. Okay, then there's no reason to go that way. I'll see if I can get to Emily's place then. And at least get that out of the way. We'll go straight across, this way, turn here. Well, if I'm doing it like that, I might as well stop here first. That's fair. I also don't know when Emily's house closes, so that's another thing to consider. Oof. Well, it's a good thing our limit is from midnight to midnight. I suppose. Yeah, we're going that way. I just wanted to make sure on that. Seems weird after we had that conversation to go to Emily's place for, you know, whatever reason, but... I mean, I'm gonna do it. Whoa, boy. God, I hate this fucking car. Why can't they just use the car that I was using last? The mom van. The superior car. Speaking of vans. Oh boy. I suppose I could also go up to where, you know, that fishing spot is. Ah, fuck. Okay, now was I going to turn at this turn or the next turn? I think it's the next turn so that I can do this, and then go there, grab that. And then we go down to Emily's. And that would also put us really close to this tunnel, and we could go, you know, back to the hotel. Where was Sigourney last? I don't remember where we left her last. It wasn't the hospital. No, that's too close. It was really far away, right? Wasn't the graveyard? I remember now. It was up top, but she wouldn't be out in the rain. Because no one is out in the rain. Everyone is in their house at this point. Right. Okay. Okay. I made that turn. Do I turn? Yes, I turn right here. Wow, that was really soon. Ah, fuck. This is the Ingram's house, obviously closed. Even though it mentioned, yes, the rain will be a good time to approach, it wouldn't be at night, it was the afternoon. Okay, we just gotta go a little bit further. And right here. I did it. Go team. Hooray. And I drove so far away. Whoa, fuck. Well, shit. Yeah. Anyway. Now let's see what this card I couldn't get last time I was here was.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out?
I'll
Yes.
join you if you like, but I do need to get that report read. Once you're finished, let's head back to the hotel.
Right. Huh. Card with cigarettes. Who left cigarettes at the bottom of a well? Why is there, like, sparkles here now? Whatever. Anyway. And I know, York, we do have to write our report. It is very important. But, I mean, hear me out on this. We need to go to Emily's house right now, so that we can see what it is she wants. Because I would very much like to get that quest started immediately, since we have basically no time. Oh, yeah, it'd probably be faster going on that road instead of... I'll circle around. Why not? Actually, I probably could have cut straight through the farm and that would have been faster, but... God, I hate this car.
So, where shall we go next?
I just told you we were heading to Emily's. Unless her house is closed. Because if it's closed, then there's literally nothing we can do. And then we'll just head back to make our report. Because that just, you know, makes no sense. I turn left here, I think. Yeah, we're about to hit up where her house is. Right there. And now that I think about it, boosting is probably like the worst thing to do in this weather. The road is so fucking slippery. And me driving at whatever speeds I was driving is really dumb. And her house is closed, meaning that there was no point in me coming here at all. Damn. I was kind of hoping I could, you know, go to where she was, start this quest off now, and then hit up more times, but I guess that's not a thing. Okay. God. I guess I'll have to go to previous chapters to get the Emily quests done, whatever they are. Oh well. Listen, York, I know we have stuff to do, but I kind of want to get some stuff done before we get our report done. Specifically, I would very much like to see whatever this quest is over here if I can. If that's the fishing quest, though, I'm gonna have to give it a hard pass, won't I? I don't know if it's only available at night is the real problem. Let's see. Wait, I just realized this was kind of dumb, the move I just did. If I go this way, the hotel is literally in the opposite direction. That's true. Am I gonna give up on whatever that quest is right now? No, I'm gonna go for it. It's literally a straight path from here to there. I'm probably gonna cut this trip out, though. Okay, we're here. Quest number 13, huh? I am like 90% certain that this is a fishing quest. Then I have to do a mini games here. And that would just be awkward, honestly. Really seems like, you know, not the fucking time. Almost there. Just a little further. Yeah, this definitely seems like a fishing quest. Believe me, I know a good fishing spot when I see one. Trust my special instincts. Alright, well, we're not doing this. I'll meet you back at the hotel room.
Zach, let's go over our progress.
Alright.
From
Sounds
what
fair.
Olivia told us, and the sketchbook we found at Becky's house, Nick and Diane became our primary suspects. There were a couple of reasons for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky were killed. We followed Nick to the art gallery, which led us, unfortunately, to our third victim. The third victim, Diane, was strung up in the entrance hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest. However, there was a marked difference from the previous crimes.
Do you remember what that was, Zach?
Bodies, no murder weapon. Was right after the crime?
That's right. Diane was still alive.
Right!
This suggests that very little time had passed since the crime was committed. Which means the criminal was still close by. It was someone near the scene. There are two possible candidates. Nick, who was knocked out in the entrance, or one other.
Zach, who was the other person in the gallery?
Honestly, York, I think you're being generous because you're saying there's only two. George is still there. But yeah,
That's right.
Kaysen.
Kaysen. We followed Willie, good dog, all the way to him. Kaysen's statement came out as follows. He and Diane were in a physical relationship. That was why he visited the gallery. The two were in the middle of such a meeting when Nick showed up. Diane lost her cool and shut Kaysen up in the basement. Now, what did Kaysen hear when he was locked up?
Ah, yes, he heard bullets and a dog bark. I think it was the footsteps.
That's it. The sound of boots passing by. Nick was wearing boots that day. Which means it was likely that Diane met with Nick in her room. Nick said he argued verbally with Diane about her playing around with men, but they eventually decided to go out drinking to make up. However, immediately after that, Nick was attacked by someone in the entrance hall and knocked unconscious. We saw the rest.
Zach, do you think that Nick is our serial killer?
I don't think so. Yes, no, I don't know. I'm thinking no.
Me too. Usha sent in a report too. He found a large volume of red seeds in Diane's stomach. This confirms her as a victim of the Raincoat Killer. Remaining leads. There is the locket, which is in Carol's possession,
I did like the photographs for yes,
the
no,
man
and I
with the
don't know,
tattooed
by the way.
back, and the upside-down peace sign. There's a lot left to answer. I hope the coffee will give us more guidance tomorrow.
We can only hope that your caffeine-related future sight will trigger tomorrow.
Zach, what did you think about George pouring his heart out? I was surprised. It's the end of a monarchy. And he called me York instead of Agent Morgan.
It's really racking him, you can tell. Right? Oh, hey, Emily.
Emily? What's going on? Do you know what time it is?
I'm sorry. I couldn't sleep, so I was drinking alone.
Well, this is
My
a
mother
weird
was
song for this, but
Very
okay.
kind woman. She always smiled so brightly. Baked cakes and cookies every day. She'd say that I needed the sugar because I spent so much time thinking. My father was always quiet. We never talked much. He was a federal agent, just like me. And he was hardly ever at home. The only words he ever had for me were harsh ones. I had a vivid imagination, and I remember he once said this to me. There are plenty of crazy things in this world. You don't have to go dreaming them up. And it's my job to make sense out of them. One day you'll understand what I'm saying. I found out later that my father was one of the first to ever use criminal profiling to catch bad guys. And so now I'm doing exactly the same job that he did. Like father, like son.
Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
Mind if it's something personal?
Fire away.
Who's Zach?
That took him out of,
Zach is a friend of mine.
Oh, so you do have friends.
Yeah. He's my only friend.
What kind of person is he then?
well, this ought to be good.
Well, I've never seen his face. But he's always with me, and we discuss everything.
When did you become friends?
A long time ago. Back when I was a child. I was 7. I woke up one morning to hear my mother crying in the living room. This wasn't normal, so I headed in to see her. My father was there pointing a gun at my mother. I was so scared. I closed my eyes, so I don't remember much more. But I do remember the words my father said to me. At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist, even if it means losing someone that you love. When I came back to my senses, they were both dead. He shot my mother and then killed himself.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Zach's with me. It was around that time that we became friends.
I'm here. I'm with you, he said. I'll be here always. We can get through this together. Quite aside from that terrible scene in front of me, that voice seemed to make me calmer. And here we are, working together, getting through things.
This is the first time I've ever told anyone about this. I wonder if Zach will get angry.
I mean, I don't mind.
That's a sad story.
Do you guys mind?
I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm sure there was a reason for what your father did.
I know. I think maybe I became an agent to find out why he did what he did.
Oh yeah, York, I forgot to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
You saved my life. If you didn't save me at the gallery, I would have died along with Diane.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
You almost saved
What
Diane.
did you just say? Useless? I was never expecting to hear you say that. Huh. There might be a modest guy in you after all.
Finally, you noticed? You're a little slow, aren't you?
Maybe hopeless, but not useless.
Zach, do you think Emily got home safely?
I'm sure she did.
Anyway, I think it's more serious of a situation than I thought. Do you remember? Our conversation with Emily. She's really interested in you. I think she's starting to have certain feelings for you.
If that's the case, Zach, you and I are rivals. This is a very serious situation indeed.
Well, if it comes to that, let it be a fair fight. Agreed?
Agreed. Although, I mean, I'm not sure which of us has the advantage. You can actually, speak with her. I can't.
Thomas! Thomas! Let me out of here! Come on, please! Just for a moment. 1 second. Hate it in here, Thomas. I think I'm going mad. I know you're there. Come on, please!
I mean, he did ask nicely.
Thomas! 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 Thomas!
I mean, I feel bad for Thomas having to hear this all fucking night. I mean, did he go home at a certain point? I hope he did. What the fuck? Is Carol in a sec? I mean, okay, that was a weird scene to end on. Carol and some other woman in a sex dungeon with her crying. That was a thing. Alright, with that, I guess we're going to end the episode here. In the next one, I guess we get more serious about getting the locket from Diane. Or not Diane, from Carol, I'm sorry. Get it from Carol. Scene, I guess, threw me off. Or I'm tired. One of the two. See you guys then.